On today's episode of Days of Our Lives, Belle worries about Sean, Xander takes Sarah to the hospital, and Chloe lashes out at a repentant Philip. Brady runs into Belle in the square, and she tells him about Sean's previous night's inebriation. Sean approaches, sunglasses on. Belle informs him that he must accompany Brady as he travels to an AA meeting. When Sean objects, she describes how terrified she was while watching him become ill all night and unsure of whether she ought to call an ambulance. He doesn't need her to manage his life or Brady to drive him to a meeting, particularly considering how little good they have done Brady. He spits at his cousin/brother-in-law, "Your life is a hot mess," and storms out. Belle is prevented from pursuing Sean by Brady. There is nothing she can do to modify Sean's behavior unless she decides to. She snorts at his correctness and chuckles as she tells him the same thing about Chloe. He informs her that Chloe doesn't mind that Xander is only getting married to her since he is unable to have Sarah. Brady is off limits because of Rachel, and Philip is off limits because he passed away. Belle emphasizes that they cannot be certain about that. Brady believes that Philip would have arrived by this point after 2 years. Belle is aware of his accuracy, but she has never truly come to terms with his passing. Brady is urged by Belle to help Chloe because she will need her friends if her relationship with Xander doesn't work out. Kayla informs Marlena that Sloane lost the child while she is in her office. Sean walks in and Kayla departs. He informs Marlena that he will never return to counseling. She believes he is improving. He responds by saying that killing his father and burying his grandfather are unfixable problems. Sarah tells Xander she needs to be open with him about Rex at the Kyriakis mansion. However, she collapses before she can speak. "Do you suspect that you may be giving birth?" Xander queries. She cries out in anguish once more after insisting such is not the case. She is led away by Xander. In an examination room at the hospital, Xander waits with Sarah. Kayla joins them and congratulates them on the newborn. "Rex is the father," claims Xander. Kayla asks Sarah how many weeks along she is after examining her. Kayla sends Xander away after Sarah yells in pain once more. Sarah recovers fast when Johnny leaves. Once more, Kayla queries how many weeks she is. Kate rushes to the pub to embrace Rex. She mentions Rex and Sarah getting back together after talking about her worries about Philip returning home. Rex informs his parents of their impending nuptials. Kate concerns that he is moving too quickly as he prepares Sarah's favorite scone for departure. Rex smugly acknowledges that he is pushing things because Sarah is expecting his child. He leaves them speechless. Kayla allows Xander access to Sarah's room once more at the hospital. He is informed that it was only Braxton Hicks. Xander inquires about what Sarah was about to tell him before she didn't go into labor after Kayla leaves. Before she can finish her thought, Rex interrupts. Rex appreciates Xander for bringing her in, and she reassures him that she is all right. He then hands the scone to a delighted Sarah. Rex moves closer Sarah's bulging abdomen to tell the unborn child they are getting married as Xander wallows. "What?" Xander shouts. Sarah claims she was planning to tell him that. Congratulating them, Xander also announces his own engagement. Sarah tells Xander how pleased they are for him and Chloe despite Rex's jabs. She expresses her gratitude for his support. He hopes everything is good for her and the child. She keeps a thoughtful gaze as he walks away. Chloe opens her flat door to Philip in a state of shock. "I'm alive," he declares, "and I've returned to you." In his arms, she passes out. Later, as she awakens, he joins her on the couch. He finally admits that he was in a mental hospital in Europe because he faked his death and accused Brady of being the murderer when she tearfully grills him with questions. Chloe yells inconsolably about how Brady was impacted by Philip's alleged murder. When she discovers Victor and Kate were aware all along, she becomes even more furious. She says Victor let his grandson go to jail. Philip responds sheepishly. He made sure Brady was released. He adds insult to injury by acknowledging that he was recently released from the hospital, but has yet to come clean. But now he had to return home to see her and his father. He eventually began to change from the Philip who loved her to the Philip who wanted to possess her. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us.